All right. We did not draw because
We did not draw. We were going to wait for the surprise.
yeah, and I've got two cheatums that we have queued to be final. So they'll be the absolute last thing.
Okay, yep.
And I've used no Johnson abilities yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, I guess I'll draw for us. It's Hinman.
It is. All right.
Okay,
All right.
our boy. Man, we got a battle starting.
It's about to pop off.
It does feel that way. And him and God, he's right place, right time.
He's up front.
All right. So we'll start with Hinman and we'll go to wood first. So the 3-1-3. So these are red tops, blue bottoms. They're in advance. Woods are some dumbass 1.5. Yep. All right, so we'll start with the 16th Alabama. Let me take a look at what you got going on up there. All right, so you think you got enough dudes to do something.
Oh, yeah.
I do like here, which the more I read SPI stuff, like read the rule book 3 times now and still picking up pieces every time, but like these are green troops 7. These are veteran 6s. So, and I can gotta get it. Like, okay, these guys are like, dude, we are the billiest, baddest dudes in the world. And these guys from Alabama are like, yeah, okay, man.
We've seen things.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
But I mean, confidence, right? Self-confidence. All right, 16th Alabama, 1.5.
Also, those guys are from Tennessee, so maybe that's part of their morale. This is home turf.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you fight different when you're fighting for your home. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, so 1.5, 3, and I have not read the rules well enough. That hex, if you're firing into that hex, am I going to get a woods defense thing or whatever?
Yeah, it's going through that. It counts as woods, basically the boundary, field boundary.
So if I'm in that hex, the assumption is my guys are still standing in the tree line.
Oh yes, if you came from that direction, I believe is how it's worded or whatever. We could look for that. I see what you're asking.
Yeah, so if I'm there, you shoot. Do I get a +1 for being in the woods as defensive?
I believe you do, and that is going to be under field boundary.
Oh.
Let's see. I said that with absolute confidence.
This is page 5.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they're considered the same as wood hexes for line of sight, shock, and fire combat purposes. Exceptions: ignore field boundary hex for line of sight if the line of fire runs along a hex side between it and a field hex. So I think I don't get it then because you're shooting across a field hex.
Where I'm looking on page 5.
Oh, that's just line of sight. So
yeah.
5 bottom left. That's just line of sight. Okay.
For line of sight field runs. Yeah. Okay.
But I would still get the wood benefit.
Yeah, you're assumed to be, behind the fence or whatever.
All right, cool. All right, man. So that was 1.5 to there, 3 to there. It would be 1.5 plus, so 2.5. So that'll put us at 5.5. Okay. Got us a battle. Can't move and shoot. So 1.5, 3, 5.5.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And that 2917. Oh yeah. So that dotted line there indicates that it is a field boundary. Shit, yeah. I'm not logging.
I'm logging.
Oh, no, I am logging. Okay, good. I'm logging too. Okay, so that's that.
I brought a thematic coffee mug.
Yeah, I saw your Kernstown when you pulled it up, man. Hell yeah. Free plug to the people at Kernstown. Awesome battlefield.
Kernstown Battlefield Association. Respect.
Yeah. We're members.
Oh, yeah, no big deal. No big deal. More coffee.
All right. Yep. 1.5. 3. 5.5.
Oh, this is exciting.
Your guts.
It's happening.
I mean, I don't know what else to do. They gave me a lot of guys. This fucking stupid Mississippi guys. All right, 1.5, 3. No reason to. Well, I could still retreat around him. 3, 4.5. No hold.
Okay.
This guy's on the road and he's under 7, so he'll move through for 1, 2, 3. I like what you did there. I mean, I don't, but I get it. 4.5.
That's my corner.
Yeah. No,
That's the corner of death.
It's clever. Okay, who's underneath wood? Little 3 guy. All right, so 1.5. Yeah, I think they stay for now. Wood, move up. Hold, you want to plug wood. Time for a guy to die. Because they're supposedly going to have like constant leader casualties. Oh, we've got back here the 8th AR. They need to get on the road. So let me move the dragoons first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's a lot of boys.
Up front. All right.
Oh, yeah, let me just pull them back. May not be their choice. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're gonna get 4, 4, 6. No, they're not. They're 4, 6. Would be 8, 9. For the +1 with the river or stream or creek or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Okay. The 8th AR, Arkansas. So that is 1.5 into the woods.
Now,
and they're on
I
a
don't
road.
think they can. They didn't start on a road, so they're not.
Oh,
Really,
right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it this way. All right. So 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.
And that
3.
that also they're gonna have to go here first.
Oh, did they not? Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. Good catch.
Block.
3, 4.
Yeah, that's traffic jam. That's
5.
hard to deal with.
Yeah. All right. That's probably as close as wood can get. Okay. All right. Who's next for Hinman? Let's see. He's got Schaefer and Cleburne. Yeah, we figured this out last time. Cleburne reports to Hinman for now, or activates with.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a nightmare. Okay, we'll do Shaver next, and then we'll come on back. I mean, I don't know what else to do, really. Okay, let me... All right, so these guys are on a road. So these 3 Confederate, which, like, that's kind of a funny... I mean, I don't know enough about the Civil War, but, like, hey, which unit you're with? Oh, we're with the Confederates. Right. Which unit are you with? Confederate. Like,
Yeah, I wonder wonder who they actually are.
All right, so that's 1 because we're on a road. 2. That's a nice little juicy flank you left me, sir. So 1.
Come on over.
2, 2, 2, 3.5. Okay. I'm just gonna move Schaefer out of the way so I can see. I feel like, I mean, it's a battle, right? All right, so they're gonna move up there. They're gonna extend to the right.
Yeah.
Extend line right. Okay.
Cool layout. Where'd you get the idea?
I don't know. Just kind of came to me. Okay. So using a road, if you're in column, you can use road.
If you're bigger, so you could extend when
It's
you
like
move out.
the second Arkansas.
Yeah, they would move up and
So
leave their extension behind, and then to recombine, it would cost you the MP to pull the extension in.
okay, so talk me through it. So this would normally be 1.5.
Hmm.
It's but I want to extend them. So what's the cost for that?
The extension doesn't cost; you would just leave half of them behind.
Okay,
So the
so
cost is going to come in on the other end when you want to recombine them. It's going to cost you the movement points to
okay,
move back in. I think it's 1 to collapse it.
all right. So 1.5,
Yep.
2.5,
Well,
three and a
just
half.
you're just at 2 now because you're using road rate.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
go back. So 1.5, two.
Just 1 because you extended out.
I thought you couldn't extend. I thought the movement. How do I get the road benefit while I'm extending out? I'm not in an extended state
Because
when I start the
basically
movement.
half your guys are moving and you're leaving the other half out and you're representing it by putting the column behind you.
Okay, so
That's
one.
all. Yeah, 1.
Then is it two?
He follows behind and he's paying also.
Okay.
So you can just use the lead unit though.
Okay. So
He'll.
one,
Yep.
one to move there. Two,
Yep.
three,
Yep.
4,
Yep.
and then I want to convert him to an extended line left.
Which actually
What's
then you
that?
can just turn and it'll turn into a extended
So
line
it just
left.
it defaults becomes the next thing. Okay.
Yep.
As
Yep.
you can tell, not rules that I perfectly understand.
Yeah, let
Okay.
me just look quickly. We don't have to belabor this. I just want to look at the extended column. Um, okay. It might be an extended line actually, because it has the other way, which is like if you were in line, you could turn and be in column. I will look that up later and make sure it's right. I am
All right.
pretty confident, and we're going to play it, that you can do what you just did.
Well, I don't think I ever moved more than like 4 MP. So in theory, even if there's more cost to pay, I should have it. But
Right, because it is interesting. You basically, why would you not just always extend and turn
that's
for
right.
free?
Yeah. Why ever pay it?
Um,
So I feel like there's some payment cost, but again, I tried to leave enough MP that I'm good.
yeah, I think you're fine
Yeah.
either. But you're right. Maybe that's not how. Maybe it works the other way, which is if you're in line, you've paid, and now you can turn and be in column, which it does say you can do. Like if you
Right.
did the opposite, but yeah, okay, we'll look at that later. Fine. You,
Okay.
you
And
had enough MP
yeah, it
regardless.
should be fine. Sixth AR is going to move forward and extend, and then just stop there.
Okay.
And Shaver moved up to stack with his boys from the Seventh Arkansas.
Okay.
All right, that's Shaver.
Oh
Let's
boy.
do Cleburn. Sick burn, Kleb.
The Irishman.
1.5,
Oh, he's
3.
where's he going?
Not across a fucking marsh, that's for sure. 1.5, 3, and that is 4.5.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They got mud on their boots and chickened out.
As soon as the overall commander read the rules about marshes, 1.5, 3, 4.5.
I was reading about this. I mean, Claiborne went that way. They bogged
They
down in
fought
the
through the
Shiloh.
marsh.
Yeah, they bogged down in
God,
and it was like it was bad. I mean, hundreds of guys dying in
yeah,
that marsh
you're
as they're trying to cross.
it's
But they
crazy,
did.
dude.
They pushed Sherman back
One and a
eventually.
half, 3.5. Oh yeah, you throw enough bodies against it. Which the more I read about the Civil War, like if the South had had even 75% of the North's available soldiers, I mean, it might have been a different outcome. It's just
Right.
like
Yeah, if you just have
they
way
were
more
willing to,
people.
yeah, they were willing to fight, dude. That's God damn it, Sean. So I forgot these guys, the Harper guns.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
They they should have moved with wood. So that's probably yep 3, 6, whole bunch of movement. All right, 6 Mississippi, 1.5, 3, 4.5. I mean, how bad will the march be? 4.5, 5.5.
Against a G6, maybe bad, but it's all right.
Yeah.
You're still 50% to pass or whatever.
If I stick Cleburne on top of them, there's some kind of thing that they I can't remember if they just get a obviously they get a better roll, but I swear there was something that they just like pass.
Was that
Okay.
Marsh specific?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
There's like
I'll have
I
to
read
look
it as
that
like a
up.
ferry. Yeah, if you use the leader to ferry, I mean it's
Okay.
very slow and ineffective, but you could ferry one unit across. So like your G5s, you could just like stick
Okay.
Cleburne on top and he can walk them through the marsh.
He's reaching in the hand. He's in the middle, reaching a hand out to each side.
No, you got this, guys. Okay, quick sidebar. I was reading or listening to Shiloh yesterday, and that section of Foot's book, and talking about this. I tried to remember it. I cannot remember. This Union general, he's taking the left flank, and there's this river, and I think even a bridge ends up maybe it's Burnside then, but whomever it was, the river like they're trying to like find locals and get a guide to tell them where the ford is. The river is lower than knee height. So like it's just like they spent like 3 hours not doing the battle waiting because of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it
like
had
he
rained a
there was
ton
like a
before. I guess it just happened to be low
right. Yeah, right.
right there. That's interesting.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. Well, but
Let's
you never know. It could have been 20 feet deep.
could have been. All right, so we're gonna take a look at Trig A here.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got some special rules in play. The darker the green, the lower the elevation. So if I'm looking here, and we got little tools we can use. As I look at that line, so I'm on a slightly higher, lighter colored green than you.
You are.
So I think this satisfies the special
Restricted line of
rule about
sight.
right that an artillery gun can still fire with. There's all kinds of DRMs and shit, but
All right. I'm pulling it up. I believe you're right. So
yeah.
looks like it's probably in 10.6. Okay. Phasing artillery, firing at both 4 or more hexes, so yes. And
Yep.
higher than the base elevation of any hexes in the line of sight between the unit and the target. Yes.
Yep.
Can ignore both woods and field boundary hexes in determining line of sight for fire. Oh, marsh, thickets, and wooded sloping hexes still block
Of course.
if they would block under standard LOS rules. And
Would
I
they
did.
block understand it?
So that is interesting because we have marsh in between there.
Yeah.
Although those 2 marsh hexes are lower than me,
Yeah.
so I believe you're actually
So,
going to be firing over the top of those. Because
I think so too, man.
you could imagine everything below this level that I'm on
Yeah.
doesn't exist. It basically doesn't matter because it's below it.
Because it's a 2 elevation drop.
Right, and I'm on 1, so the second elevation drop, you're firing over those trees because they're only 1 level high, so they come up to the
Right.
base level of where I'm at, basically. So I think
Yeah.
you're safe to fire straight over those. If I was here, you would not be able to hit me because of the marsh woods hexes
Ping it again, sorry.
here, because I'm down at their level and they would be
Oh,
blocking.
because you're at their level. Okay.
And that's
That
only
makes
because
sense.
it's marsh woods. If it was normal woods, you still would be able to hit me. But there's something in here, I just saw it about marsh they, unlike the other woods, they will block line of sight. I think it's more, there's more junk in the woods and stuff, like more underbrush and all that.
Okay, so that is the trick, that those marshes, the battle book special rule says, yes, you can do this unless marshes would normally block. And marshes would normally block if you're on
Right.
the same level as the marshes.
Which is why it's going
Okay.
to help you if you tried to cross here. That's basically protected from fire down into it at that hex because you've got these marshes protecting it.
Okay.
Um, but from where you're at, Trig can definitely hit that extension with limited or restricted line of sight fire. And it's a -1 for firing at 4 hexes like that.
Okay. So other rules. Just trying to look it up real quick. I think I understand it. So all 3 of these batteries are from Cleburne.
Yep.
So they can stack, I think, up to 15 guns, 12 guns. This is, no, that's march orders. Shit. What would prevent me from stacking them all together? Yeah, if artillery is not stacked with infantry or cav, up to 2 artillery batteries per hex, regardless of strength, or 12 guns from any number of batteries.
Yes, you could put 12 guns together.
All right, so, and if you don't expend more than half your MP, you can move and shoot again with the DRM.
Yep.
All right, so here's the plan. Calvert moves up.
Okay.
But I think, see, here's what's tripping me up. I think I have to go ahead and shoot because I can't move them, not use them, move somebody else, and then go back and shoot with them, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So I think Calvert can stack up with Trig, but then they go have to take the shot, and Trig will take the negative DRM for the movement.
Yeah.
That tracking?
Yes,
Okay.
I think that's right. You're going to combine fire there, but
right.
You wouldn't be able to move Hubbard up yet and do a big shot like that quite yet.
And then I can move Hubbard up later if I want to shoot. It would be limited to Hubbard stack, and the no more than 12 SPs can shoot out of the hex.
Yep.
All right, cool. We're on the same page.
And I'm not sure it matters because those are the exact same loadout basically, but I think Calvert would actually be on the bottom because he came in from the back. But
he would. You're not wrong.
It probably doesn't matter there.
No, let's do it correct. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm not violating option 1 because I'm outside of the 4 hex range of your dudes. And so, yeah, I'm going to shoot. Let's shoot. So this will be Trig and Calvert stacked together are going to shoot at this part. Your musket, so I'm out of your return fire range.
You are adjacent to here. I'm curious because that's an extension of that unit.
Yeah, I always forget if that will trigger it or not. And it's fine if it does. You can return the shot, obviously, if you want to.
Let's just look at that.
Yep. Is it adjacent to the literal game piece or just adjacent to the unit? I think would be the trigger there.
Okay. Extended lines and fire combat. All right, let me look at return fire and see what it says.
Yep, no problem.
Return fire. If fired upon by phasing enemy units, non-phasing units may fire back at the hex from which the phasing fire originated if eligible. If phasing permits, non-phasing units or eligible parts of extended units not targeted by phasing fire but adjacent to either the target unit, the firing enemy unit, or both may also return fire. All right, so listen to that beginning part. If phasing permits, non-phasing units or eligible parts of extended units not targeted, which makes me think, of course, this extended not targeted part of the extension could do it, but that implies to me that this could not.
That's right. Yeah, and it's back to this like the people who've been playing this game forever will probably chime in and go, "No, dumb butts." Of course they can. But rules is written, I agree. It feels like it's the hex you target. You put a bubble around that hex, and yeah, extensions can absolutely return fire, but you can't daisy chain down that. Like, let's say next to your guns here, you also had a gun here and a gun here. Like, okay, so which one? Or I'm sorry, gun there. Do all three of them? Are they all
Right.
by that virtue?
Yeah. So I think because it specifies eligible parts of extended units not targeted, which would be this, that's going to be the limit
Yeah.
of it. You couldn't just keep going because,
Right.
right.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so here's the DRMs I've come up with. -1, restricted line of sight. -2, move and fire. +1, artillery firing at a lower level. I went and reread the woods section of this battle book, and my takeaway is it's not, or it's in the TEC rather, is where I read it. So it talks about woods. Woods provide a -1 fire DRM. Subsection B. Woods and boundary hexes are -1 DRM for fire through or into. The modifier is not cumulative. See Battlebook 10.67 for artillery fire at 4+ hexes. So I feel like that restricted line of sight supplants the wood. That I wouldn't then
It says
also.
in there though, artillery using restricted line of sight fire in addition to any other modifiers,
Okay.
including firing through woods or boundary hexes, has a DRM of -1. So I do get the woods also.
Okay. So then -1 blitz.
Yeah.
All right. So -4 + 1. So we are -3. So strength 8 -3. All right. Here's the shot. Ooh, that's a good
Oh
shot.
boy.
All right, it's still artillery. So
You had
strength
no.
8.
Did you have a? Hold on. Did you have an additional range penalty? You got H12s in there.
Oh fuck. Maybe I don't know.
Slow
I
down.
thought
Slow
they were
down.
there. Oh Jesus Christ! Just take the shot, Ross. You'll be fine.
Oh, at four
Uh,
hexes, it's probably 0
yeah,
actually.
it is 0. Yeah. Oh, huh, I did totally factor that into my math. Thank you.
Damn. That's not
It's a
great.
5. Relax. It's a little D. It's all. It's just a little D.
Okay.
Okay. You have some special rules. So you are going to have a plus from Buckland and then a minus from the game state because this is a
Yeah.
UDD.
Yeah. The other way around. Plus from the
Oh yeah,
special rule
sorry.
and minus. But yes. Okay. So here it
Yeah.
comes.
Straight roll.
I'm gonna pass with a 5. All right.
They'll be fine. Still, that's fine.
Easy, baby. Easy.
Easy. Oh, now that you see the roll, it's easy. All right, and Hubbard will move up, and he will just move to the bottom of the stack. Okay, big ol' artillery battery.
Yeah, that's pretty
First
fun.
shot's a shot. Well, there were shots earlier. They were just as effective. Okay. Yeah, and what's kind of cool is this battery. I'm not that worried about it because come across that marsh, dude.
I won't be coming across, but I will be firing on you.
Yeah, you should. Okay, so that is all of Hinman, I believe. I want to do something with Johnston.
Oh, and you could move Hinman himself.
Oh, Hinman. Literal Hinman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he should move up. Gonna go 1.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do something like that.
also this is fun. You've got Artie back here that needs to bring up. He was with Shaver.
Yeah. There's too many dudes.
Well,
All
yeah,
right,
and your
thank
Artie's
you.
so slow, but now it's on the road at least.
2. That isn't that TEC for roads for them? Yeah, 1. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It needs to go there too.
Yeah, thank you. 5, 6.
And that's probably 6.5 because it's on the trail thing now. Which
Oh, yeah, those are
halved.
trails are different, right? Yeah, 1/2 of the hex.
Yep.
Minimum 1. Good catch. Okay, let's do that math again. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 6. Oops.
Got too many charts over here.
Okay. All right. Good catch on the guns. Thank you for paying more attention than I do.
Well, I'm trying to keep those guys away from me.
I bet you are. All right. And 6, 12. Okay, so that's literally 12 guns. Okay. All right. That's him and Johnson. That's what I was thinking about. Do I want to go ahead and pop a Johnson special rule?
God, what if he died right here if you did it? It would be incredible.
that's my fucking fear, dude. Okay, I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna sit. It's too early. I got a whole battle. I feel like I'm
That
rushing.
D10 is a
Yes.
nasty
All right,
roll.
so
You just never know.
that was him, man.
Draw blue
Who we got
chip.
next? Cheat, dumb. All right, goes to the bottom. There it is. Prentice, baby.
Okay.
Got us a battle.
Yeah, it's about to happen. All right, let me take a look at Prentice's command here and make sure I understand where everyone's at.
I kind of want to do it just because I think it's super poorly written rule. It's fascinating, but I think I can just right now say, no, Johnson's going to activate Schaefer, and I can. I keep reading the rule, being like, I'm reading this wrong.
I read it too and agree. I don't know if that's the intent. It is written that you could before any activation, and it doesn't say on your turn.
Nah, like I just be like, nah, Schaefer's going to go first,
Right. It
and
says any time after the first AM has been played, but before the last AM of a turn is played, Johnston may activate any one brigadier in his command range before the next AM is drawn.
oh, drawn. Okay, all right, so I wouldn't get to know that it was Prentice. Oh, that makes
Right.
sense. I like that better. Okay, cool.
But otherwise, yeah, I think that's what it says.
Yeah,
All right, so Prentice has Peabody, of course, and Miller. And then he's got some Cav in the back. All
yeah,
right, let me deal with the dude that's coming up the road, the 15th Michigan.
yes. Special
Um,
rules
yeah,
must
so,
always march towards Prentice until
yeah.
he gets in command range.
Yeah, and then I do a roll or something, so let me just look at what it says. See if I want to actually do it. We are on the big scenario, and it is the 15th Michigan. Okay. Must move towards Prentice each time it activates using all its movement allowance along the hex path of least MP cost. Once it begins an activation within Prentice's command range, it must be assigned to a 6T brigade. And then once it sees an enemy in LOS and all of that, it has to do some stuff. So I'm not quite there. Now, he's possibly within Prentice's command range because I'm on a road and so is Prentice. So
Let's see.
it says activation within Prentice's command range, which is
So you're on a trail, not a road.
okay. So is that going to be one or oh,
Our farm lane.
it's gonna be like two for
Looking it back
I
up.
think it's two for command.
It says use other train and hex no less than one.
So basically, it does nothing for command.
Uh, yeah. No, sorry, 1/2 other train and hex,
Okay.
no less than one. So I think you're counting ones.
All right. So this is gonna be. I think I can get there because this is gonna be
Okay, let's see it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's one away.
Yeah.
Because are the big roads a half?
Big roads. Great question. Big roads are a half. So once you get on that road, then
Okay, and that'll do it because I'm also on the field boundary. I'll be field boundary to field boundary on the outside like that.
all right, show it to me one more time.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5,
Nice.
7.
All right. Yep, I see it.
Okay, so I will assign him to Miller's brigade.
Okay.
And that's all I do for now. He's assigned to Miller's Brigade. All right.
Yep. Then he has a weird set of rules that he has to basically go and fight, and then when he fights, then he comes off the map, and then he'll show back on the map like rested, refreshed, rearmed, all that stuff.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Let me look at this divisional artillery first and see if he wants to fire on anyone. He might need to move a little bit more. And you're behind Marsh over there. That's annoying. Oh, but
Trust me, I know.
it is below.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so where Hickenlooper is sitting now, I don't believe he would have line of sight way over here, because this hex, it would pass through that hex side, and this, it has that same level terrain right at the edge of it.
Okay.
I think I'd have to move to here, basically, which I might.
Yeah, just give a little penalty, move up.
Although I could shoot your Artie over here, which would be nasty.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Let's see what a TB looks like. Into the
TB
woods.
range.
TB.
Oh yeah, dude, up to 16, no negatives.
Ooh.
Yeah, that 3-inch rifled gun's no joke.
And then the L is probably going to take a -1 if that's. We'll see how far that is.
8 would be a -1. 8 or higher.
And that's 14, so that's going to exceed
That L's
their...
got. Yeah, their max is 12. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to activate Hickenlooper.
Okay.
Let's go here.
Okay. Well, you're activating Miller, right? Oh no. Who's?
Yeah,
oh, those guns are
he's
attached
divisional.
to Prentice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Oh, and also I was sitting in a lower hex there anyway, so I definitely needed to get to here.
Yeah, you had to climb up. Yeah, because oh, that's right. We figured out last time you had to get
Yeah,
shimmied back. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go there.
So that is what was the MP cost for that movement?
It should be on the road for one. I would turn and then turn
No,
back.
that's a trail, man.
Good
So
question.
you're half the other terrain in the hex.
Okay,
So it's 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's stopping there anyway.
Okay.
He's gonna fire, and he's gonna fire at whoever is at 12 away.
Let's see who's at 12 away.
Let me see if I can clip off your left edge here.
There you go.
All right, so my read would be that every hex in between me and you is lower than me. So I'm satisfying that.
Yep. Get there.
And the marsh woods that otherwise would block is lower than both of us, so I'm just going right over the top of it. It's like it doesn't exist.
Yep.
Okay. So I have 6. Go ahead.
So the problem is 10.67 limits you. This is restricted line of sight, right?
Yep.
So you're capped at 10 hexes.
Oh, well, this is 10, so I'm going to just take a massive penalty.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was 12. My bad. Oh, you were just saying I want to shoot up to 12. All right. So 10 is -4 for that.
That seems not great.
So -1 woods, -4 restricted line of sight,
-2 moved.
+1, -2 move, +1 downhill, +1 mass target. So you're basically -5, right?
So if I rolled a 9, I would have a 4 on the 6.
What's your strength? Strength 6?
Yeah. Ooh.
D. So it's still a D.
We're going to fire it. I won't roll a 5. It's fine.
Totes.
All right, so I'm firing 6 SP. So this is -4
restricted line of sight.
LOS.
-1 woods.
-1 woods.
+1
downhill.
+1 mass target. -2 move and shot.
All right, firing. Show me a 9. Thank you.
Oh, ask and
Called it.
receive.
Called it.
All right, see, baby D.
Yeah.
All right. UDD. Oh, okay, they
Damn.
made it. All right.
Passed it. All right.
Should have picked up one of my fivers.
All right.
Okay, still.
I'm gonna do the same thing with the Munch battery here, Munk, whatever he is. I'm
Yep.
gonna go
Yep.
1.5, and he'll come into here underneath. I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm just gonna chill with him and get a bigger shot next time.
Because there is, you can move into the top of the stack, but there's another -2. Artillery became the top unit during the phase.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my divisional artillery. So let me now activate. Let me go and activate the front guys and see what happens. So, Peabody. Here we go.
Mm.
Okay. I'm scared.
I mean, it's a war.
It's
a battle.
So I want to fire the 25th Missouri
Yep.
at the 16th Alabama.
Okay.
Both of them
This is
can
25th.
see that.
Yeah, so the 27th Tennessee will go ahead and return as well
Okay.
with the 16th Alabama.
Yes, and they can see them. They can't see them because they're lower. And this hex side is closer to them.
Yep.
Although the hex side
Yeah,
has to be it has to be non-gradual for that to matter. So they can actually see the whole thing, I think.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you're shooting there. These are both returning.
Okay. So I'm firing with 10 SP.
Yeah. Nice.
-1 woods.
Your range 2, the muskets in this battle range 2 are -1.
-1 range. Do I have any weird penalties, first turn penalties for firing?
I think all your shit that we found was on your UDD side.
I think that's right. I was looking for that chart that has the summary. Too many damn charts on this one. Just something in the back of my mind's telling me that I'm also penalized for shooting. No, +1 to UDD, route, and rally rolls. Okay. Okay, I will fire with 10 SP flat because -2, -1 woods, -1 range.
Okay.
Against the 16th Alabama. And here we go. Get my chart for the excitement.
Yep. Yeah.
That's not great. 0 on the tent will still be something though.
I would think so.
D -1.
D -1. All right. UDD.
Okay, you're fine.
All right, return shot. 16th Alabama. They're muskets, so -1 range, -1 woods. That's it.
Yep.
All right, so here's this return shot. So strength 6/2 is D -1.
Okay, here's my D
So-
-1.
Yep.
Fine.
All day. All right, 27th Tennessee, strength 7, -1 woods, -1 range. There you go. All right, strength 7 on the 6 is a D +2. Really D +3, brother. So roll very low.
D +3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll break them. All right.
All right, so we get a disordered.
You sure did. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Fine. Whatever, dude.
Doesn't
Um,
even bother me.
no, not worried about that at all. So that's pretty rough.
Yeah, you needed to really pound somebody on that shot,
Needed one of them to break, at least
right?
create
Yeah,
some kind of little
something.
hole over there.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the guys
Oh
under.
shit! And those rifles. Hold on. Those right. It doesn't matter. Same effect. Those rifles are not -1
Oh yeah,
range.
they're probably +1 or something.
They're
Or
actually +1. Yeah,
yeah,
they
okay,
were.
even
Yeah. Oh,
worse.
good. Yep.
Even worse.
I don't think. I mean, it doesn't move it to even move to capital D wouldn't freaking matter. Yeah.
Yeah, same
Okay. Cool.
result. Um, Good lord, I have 17 SP across those two hexes. So all right, currently I have um, 9 in this hex and 8 in this hex.
Okay.
And then this 9 is split 5 out of the front, 4 out of here. So I can get 4 out of this side. Because I'm refused. And I believe I can split my fire like that. I think I could fire out of every facing.
Yeah. Yep. There's just the no more than 7 SP out of that hex.
Right. Okay, let me do this first. Let me fire combined fire. I'm going to combine the extension that has 9 and the front facing 5. That's 14 SP. Now that hold on. That math's not right because I have 9 and 8. So 4 and 4. No, I have 9 and 8. Jesus. Okay.
9. You have 8, 5, 4.
Yes. So this is going to be my 8 and my 5.
Yeah. So you got
For
13.
13 SP out of the front, and I will fire on Shaver's Hex.
All right. So Schaefer will return. The 4th Tennessee can return to there, right?
Yeah, so really I should fire here because by the same logic
Yes.
you okay,
That's
so
right.
I'll
That
fire on
would
the
exclude them.
extension.
That's right.
Okay. I'll fire on your extension with 13 SP.
Okay.
I believe these are going to be muskets as well. They are. So it's going to be -1 range. I can go through the canopy of woods that's in front of me
Mm-hmm.
because
Yep.
I can go through 1 woods hex. So that's going to be -1 woods.
Yep. That would be it.
And I think that's it. This could be a good one. Okay. And you're going to
Yeah.
return with your extension.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. That's right. Yep.
Okay. And firing. Oh, okay.
Woo! That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. That's got to be something good. That's a 1D +2, right? Because you end up with a 7.
Yeah.
All right. UDD at 1D +2. All right. So Schaefer will make them a minus.
Well, and Shaver needs to roll for a leader casualty as well, possibly. Because the SP loss happens right at
I
the
don't
top.
think. Okay. So before you UDD,
Yeah.
you have to resolve the fire.
The SP
Leader
loss
casualty would
happens first. You have
Okay.
because of one, and then
All right. All right. You seem so confident,
well, I'll show
and you've
you.
never been wrong about a single rule. So,
I'll find it for you.
uh,
I get evidence. I could be wrong.
all right. So,
It's never happened before,
there.
like you said, but
Oh shit! Not out of command. That's the wrong button. All right. So your interpretation is that SP loss happens, leader casualty happens, then you go back to the fire table and resolve the D+2.
yeah. It says note for a 1D +2 fire table result, roll first for the leader, then for the unit's UDD.
Sounds gay. All right. Leader cash. Thank you for finding
Right.
that.
He's
All right. There's
oh
okay.
my god.
Fucking Schaefer's dead.
Oh my god.
He's dead. All right, so I'm gonna flip into replacement and put him there as a reminder, but that does not happen.
No, not till the
I'll mark
end.
him as like,
Wow.
I'll put him as out of command. Schaefer led from the front, boys. All right, he's dead. Rip Schaefer.
I wasn't expecting that. Wow.
All right. Now here's the UDD, which I suppose. Oh, all you've done is make them mad. All you've done.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Poor Schaefer. Dude, he's standing there, just shot through the eyeball. Dead.
Yeah, he just crossed that little stream and got murked by the glorious 12th Michigan.
I do kind of wish, though, that they would add, and it's just superfluous. It doesn't really do anything. But, like, SPI has a captured rule, which I think is super cool. I mean, the effect of the game is no different. It's just narrative difference. But, like, there should be, like, a little table now. Like, he was just captured. He ran towards them and was captured. Yeah, he was wounded and carried off the field. Or, no, he was straight up dead. Just dead.
We're going with he's straight up dead. He's gone.
All right, you like that one. He's straight up dead.
Yeah, and also let's use the SP counters because we're going to lose those little red marks on there.
Okay.
I'll find you one.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's just do this. I know that's going to add even more counters to this thing, but...
that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
And we'll put it underneath. There we go.
All right, so strength 13. No, it's a simultaneous.
Yeah,
strength
14. Full 14.
-1 range.
I can't believe I just killed Shaver. That's crazy.
Marked his ass. All right, well, let's try to kill Peabody. Let's return the favor. Oh, that is not as good. Strength 14, 0 is a D -1.
And then a +1 for my penalty, so this will be a...
But then Peabody is with you.
Yeah, that's what but -1 +1.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh,
it should be good. Unless they're G5. Yeah. Nice. All right, well, tried.
Okay, then... maybe I don't chance it firing out of that side.
Oh, at the guys underneath wood. You can kill
also,
wood.
you only had 13 because you lost an SP, but it probably doesn't matter.
I didn't lose the SP, and it's simultaneous.
You're right. Yep. Good. Yep.
Now they're at 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm definitely trying to cheat you. Okay.
Well, they're at 10 now. I don't know why. They're just...
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, they're gone. 7th Arkansas is gone. I don't know what happened. Okay.
Okay, that went a little more favor for you.
That was
Merkin
nuts.
out of Brigadier. Yeah.
That's crazy. 21st Missouri.
Yep. So I've set it up. If you hit that 7th Arkansas extension, that should allow the 2nd Arkansas to return.
I agree. So do I want to do that? It's not a flank shot.
No. So
they're musketed. God, what if I just destroy the 7th Arkansas right now, though?
So the absolute best roll you could get would be a 3D or 2D, right? No, 3D. So you just everything goes right. You get a 3D somehow. So they're just ordered, and I mean they're 3 fewer SP. So the line's not collapsing yet. But yeah, you can mark some SPs off.
I'm gonna go ahead and fire. I mean, we're hyped up. We just saw Shaver get shot off his horse.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
21st Missouri will fire on your extension here.
Okay. 2nd Arkansas.
Same shot we've been taking, so this is going to be 12 -2.
Okay. 12 -2. See a 9.
Oof. -1 on the 12 is a D -2.
D -2. All right. We'll knock the UDD and just get it over with. All right. Fine. So they pass. Here's the return shot. This is strength 12. -1. -1, -1. Yep. All right. All right, strength 12-1. It's a baby D.
Okay, here's my D roll with a +1 for my penalty. Passed.
All day. All right. Smoke and noise.
That was Peabody's front line. Let me move the 16th Wisconsin wherever they need to go. What hole they need to plug here. Yeah, I mean, they're going to turn this way and go 1.5, 3, and extend.
Mm-hmm.
They're done.
Cool.
Okay, over to Miller, who also now has the 15th Michigan attached.
Yep.
Let me just get them moving first so I don't forget them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't use the road rules, but you're still good, I think, because fields still cost. Yeah, they still cost one.
Oh, good call.
So you're 1, 2, 3, and then when you're going, I think that's still a field boundary hex. Yeah, you're still good. So yeah,
So I could
one, two, three,
extend
four.
here into a column, which I'll just go ahead and do. So I could have done it earlier too.
Sure.
Um, so I would go like this to get my 5,
Okay.
and then 6, and we'll stay in column like that. Okie dokie, and then Miller. And Peabody's gonna. Peabody actually probably wants to move here now.
Okay.
Yeah, Miller is going to tap the 18th Missouri first. This is 1.5. He will need to extend as well. And he'll do it here. So this is 2.5. No, I'll just go. So 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. This is 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. Miller himself wants to move, and he will go. Ooh, he's gonna lose the 18th Wisconsin. I guess I'll just put him down here. 15th Michigan will fall out of command. That's okay. And then Prentice can move, and I still have this Cav. Prentice can move. It's hard to stay in command.
It is very hard. I think that's the whole point.
Let's put him over here. He can get to Peabody at least.
Yeah.
All right, now this Cav, divisional Cav up here.
Yep.
Now, did they go into column if they're over 4 or whatever, if they want to use the road?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've been just basically the road benefit wasn't that amazing because they use the terrain in the hex. Which no, for the woods that would be you go from 2 to 1.
Yeah, which I may need here.
And that's a trail too, so that's a bit shittier. So you're always going to be half the other terrain in the hex if you get to stacking. That's
And what is woods for them? 3 or
back. It's a 2, so you're back to
Okay.
1 either way. Yeah. I'm sorry, no. You want this. If you're going to stay on the trail, you want to be in column. Yeah.
God, you have a lot of guys. Okay.
And like I said, after you're done with this is all I need to wrap.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
This is what we wanted to see is a little action. We got some.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
All right, let me do so that's 1.
Yep. Yep.
I'll catch the column up here in a minute. 2, 3, 4. I can pass through on the road. 5,
Yep.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
And I'll just bring this dude up behind them.
Yeah, yeah, same thing. I got it.
Extend it as
Okay.
well.
Cool.
And then let me clear my moves and make sure everything I did, everyone. It looks like I did.
Because he doesn't have. Oh, you have already. There it is. You moved it. Okay, good.
Wow, we are definitely in contact.
First battle, series battle of Shiloh. Have to
South
push through all
side
those
of Ray
guys.
Field is seeing some
Yeah.
nasty action.
It's gonna be real bloody next turn. Or well, we'll see how this turn goes.
I
I feel
mean,
like next
yeah, and
turn.
when I start, it's gonna be crazy. And the cool thing with this is like, even if I start getting beat up and falling back, the woods is just slow. Like
Yeah, it's
my
gonna
guys are
be
gonna be awake
forever.
by the
Yeah,
time you're pushing forward.
yeah, that early advantage is gone. All right, I'm gonna pause the log there.
Yep, I'll stop recording.